here off the top of the corner. And Frankie takes it off the high side. Brian Hayden is your next qualifier in car number 26. Hayden from Fillmore, Indiana. And we broke it again, 13:8:28. 1:38:28, the first lap time. Second lap is better, 13:6:47. 1:36:47, second lap time. The guy's getting a little anxious on the warm-up laps as Todd Kane this time goes off the top of the corners. First lap, 14:4:17, 1:4:4:17, and that's going to be the official lap time. So Brian Smith gets his qualifying effort away in the 2+ out of Fremont. Smith owns the cars at J&J, and here we go again. Problems with 3 and 4. And once again. I see. These guys catch on. I'm going to go all the way around to turn number 1. One of our weekly competitors taking the wing off tonight. First lap, 15:6:30, 1:56:30, and there it goes. Not good. Puff of smoke. First lap, 14:8:21, 1:48:21. Cheney won a big non-wing show in Western Pennsylvania last year, the end of last year. And that'll do it. So his first lap will be his official lap. First lap time, 15:6:83, 1:56:83. First lap for the 3 of Beal, and that'll be his official lap. Does a good job, but I think it's going to be slower. And John Ivey will try and keep it going. Hard to tell. Yep, there he is. First lap, 15:4:06, 1:54:06 is the first lap for Ivy. And looks like that will be the official time. First lap, 16:7:82, 1:6:7:82. That will be his official time as he gets it crossed up in turn number 2. Again, the 1 lap to go signal. This time by will go green in a 1/3 of a mile. Again, House and McClure make up the front row. Second row, Kane and Jacobs. Third row, Huntley and Hayden. Heidenreich and Ivy make up the back row. Pace truck is off. We are set to go heat race number 1. Once they reach the cone in turn number 4, they are there. Green flag's out. Here we go. McClure in the 77 will grab the early lead down the back straightaway. House in the number 1, the number 2 spot. Then you have Jacobs running 3rd. And your quick qualifier, Hayden, already up the number 4 spot. So McClure opening up a several car length advantage here off the get-go. Heidenreich sliding up in front of Huntley towards the back of the pack. House holds on to the number 2 spot. Jacobs still in 3rd. Hayden trying to hold on to the number 4 spot. Again, top 4 go the A. That's all we care about. Now McClure has opened up a half a straightaway advantage over House. All the drivers choosing the top side of the racetrack right now. There's some dice around there towards the back. Todd Kane, the 63, Heidenreich, the 96. So Rusty McClure continues to open up his advantage. Here comes the pack of cars running second, third, fourth, and fifth. Heidenreich still working on Kane there towards the back. White flag coming out for your leader. 1 lap to go. Final lap for McClure. Again, still House, Jacobs, and Hayden running second, third, and fourth. Into turn number 3 for the final time. Off to turn number 4, McClure will win it. Second spot will go to House. Jacobs will finish third, and Hayden will come home into number 4 spot. So again, your 4 cars making it to tonight's A main. There's your winner in car number 77, Rusty McClure. Again, second spot, the 1M of Trey House. Third spot, the 1F of Dean Jacobs. And the 4th spot going to the 26 of Brian Hayden. Yaley outside of him, the 2J. Again, Hewitt and Cerniak in row number 2. So 2 drivers that went to Indy this year. Both of them here in heat race number 2. Elliott and Tyler in the 3rd row. Tyler, your second quick qualifier in the 21. Tracy Hines, Alloway in the 4th row, and Beal by himself in row number 5. We're set to go, 8 laps, and we're green. Cerniak off the high side of 1 and 2. And he'll come to a stop. That'll bring out the yellow flag. No, Cerniak brought back onto the racing surface. We'll get him refired. A Cheney Yaley coming to the cone in turn number 4. There, we're underway. Yaley tries the middle groove. That won't work. Go down the backstretch, and there will work. Yaley slides on by down the backstretch, and he'll lead your first lap. Hewitt and Cheney were side by side for the number 2 spot. Cheney holds them off. Tyler in the number 4 spot. Elliott in the number 2 sitting in the number 5 position as they come down with Yaley up front. 3-car battle now for the number 2 spot. Cheney has it. Hewitt looking on the inside. Off the turn number 4. Cheney still holds on. Tyler now moving up in car number 21. Tyler sits in that 4th spot. He's going to make a run at Cheney. Cheney goes off the high side. He gets it wowed down and will stay green. Maybe not. Cheney moving up to the staging area. And I think he may still be out of harm's way. So we'll stay green with Yaley up front. Hewitt second. Tyler in the number 3 spot. 4th spot is Elliott. Yaley picking a left front up off of turn number 4. Hewitt trying to hold off Tyler for that 2nd spot. Elliott all by himself in the number 4 position. White flag up this time, final lap. Looks like Yaley's going to take this one home as they head off turn number 2 down the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3. Off the turn number 4, and Yaley will win it. 2nd spot will go to Hewitt. 3rd to Tyler, and 4th to the number 2 of Elliott. There he is, J.J. Yaley, your winner, heat race number 2. Again, 2nd spot, there he is, the 26 of Jack Hewitt. Third spot going to the 21 of Tyler. And your final transfer car, the number 2 of Tony Elliott. So it looks like Tom Rowe in the 3, getting crossed off, getting pushed off, deciding not to enter this heat race. So we will go with 8 cars. Up to Kemenall to take into the cone in turn number 4. They're there, we're underway. Look out, they bump and bang down in turns number 1 and 2. And Doty gets the best of it out in car number 25. He'll come down and lead lap number 1. Kemenall in second. Thomas in the number 3 spot. Kerr and Christian side by side for the number 4 spot. Now Kerr will slide up in front of Christian. Kerr takes over the number 4 position. So it's Doty up front, Kemenall in the number 2 spot. Third spot is the 51 of Thomas. And then you have Frankie Kerr running fourth. Now Kerr looks the inside of Thomas and moves up into third. Kerr on the move. Kerr finding something there in the middle of the racetrack. So Kevin Doty with a half a straightaway advantage over the 15 of Kemenall. Kerr still running third. Fourth spot is the 51 of Kevin Thomas. White flag coming out this time, 1 to go. And it looks like Doty will take this one home. Into 3 for the final time off at turn number 4. Doty will win it. Second spot will go to Kemenall. Third to Kerr. And fourth to number 51 of Kevin Thomas. Oh, there he is, race fans. Your winner, heat race number 3, Kevin Doty in car number 25. Chad Kemenall in the 15 coming home second. Third spot, the 23S of Frankie Kerr. And fourth, the number 51 of Kevin Thomas. So Teeple and Cox on the front row. Smith and Davidson row number 2. Stambro and Darlin in the third row. Jewell and Carrier in row number 4. And Armstrong in the scratch position. Okay, keep your eyes on the USAC official taking a look at him. They're at the cone. We'll give him the green. Teeple with the wheel stand on the initial get-go. He gets crossed up. Everybody joggles up behind him. Everybody straightens it out, and we're green. Cox will take the high side off of turn 4. Carrier stops in turn number 3. Yellow flag. Jerry Carrier in car number 75C coming to a stop in turn number 3. Pace truck is off, we're set to go. Teeple and Cox making up the front row. They are there, we're back to green. Once again, Cox gets the run. Outside of row number 1, he'll take the lead into turn number 4 and lead lap number 1 with Davidson behind him in the 62. Darlin picks up the front wheels halfway down the front stretch in the number 3 spot. Teeple fourth in the 18. So Cox will lead him, but Hayden right there with him in car number 62. Excuse me, Davidson there in the 62. Now going to the inside, Davidson will take the lead into turn number 3. Derek Davidson, your new leader. With Cox, Darlin now, Brian Smith in the 2+ up the number 4 spot. Stambro gets it up on 2 wheels, drops it back down the yellow 15. Darlin now trying to sneak inside Cox for the number 2 spot, and he does it. So Darlin now in the second. Tipo goes off the back stretch, back on the track, off the track, and he'll take it to the pit area. So it's still Davidson up front. Good battle for the number 3 spot. Brian Smith taking the bottom line. Smith now moves up into 3rd. White flag up this time, 1 to go. So Derek Davidson up front, a car number 62. Coming off of turn number 4, and he will win it. Darlin will come home 2nd. Smith will finish 3rd with Cox in the number 4 spot. So there he is, Derek Davidson, your winner, heat race number 4. How about the job turned in by Brian Smith in the 2+. All right, transfers to the A main. Tony Elliott, the number 2, would be the car that starts beside him on the pole. Okay, we're set to go, 12 laps. The True Value semi-feature event. And this will not work. The yellow flag comes out in the back stretch. So a complete restart. The front row was not side by side when they came to the cone. Huntley was going extremely slow getting set to come to the cone there. Okay, they look pretty good. And we turn them loose. Off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It'll be Huntley up front. Todd Kane, the 63, dices up in the number 2 spot off of 4. It'll be Huntley, your leader. Look out, we got McCord in the 4C getting sideways down in turn number 1. Yellow flag. All right, we're back under green. Tracy Hines in the 17 and Kane off the pace. Now we got cars spinning. Stambro in the 15 spins. We got a car off the top of 1 and 2. Yellow flag. Huntley's on it. We're back underway. And some of the caution cars trying to make their way up from the back of the pack. Side by saddle battle for the top spot as Kane goes the outside of Huntley. And look out, the 9 of Christian bicycling down in turn number 1, and he loses several spots. Kane and Huntley stay side by side for the top spot. And Todd Kane will grab the lead as Huntley tries to get him back on the inside. Heidenreich in the number 3 spot. In car number 98, 4th is Hines. 5th is Christian. 6th is Ivy. Ivy in the transfer spot in car number 5I. Four-car battle up front. You have Kane on the bottom. Now Hines in the 17 moves up into the number 2 spot. Heidenreich right there with him in car number 96. Christian running 5th in the 9. And Ivy still running 6th in car number 5I. Look out for the youngster, Matt Jewell, in car number 18. Jewell in that gray 18 trying to move up into a transfer spot. Carrier smoking in the back of the pack in car number 75. Now Tracy Hines in car number 17, right in the tail of your leader. Hines goes mid-track off of turn number 4. And Kane shuts the door. Some good racing back there for the final transfer positions. Yellow flag, yellow out. Matt Alloway in car number 37. Hey, look out. McCord gives him a little love tap. Kane tries to take this one home. Heidenreich trying to sneak inside Huntley. Christian tries the outside, the number 9. Now Jewell in car number 18 tries to move around Ivy for that 6th spot. Now Ivy goes the outside, and he will lose ground as Jewell slides up in car number 18. They dice around those final transfer spots. White flag out, 1 to go. So Kane up front, Hines the number 2 spot, Heidenreich 3rd, Huntley 4th. 5th spot now is Ivy, 6th spot the 9 of Christian. Off the turn number 4, Kane will win it. Hines will come home 2nd, Heidenreich will be 3rd, 4th spot to Huntley, Ivy, and we got him spinning down the front stretch. Oh my God. Unreal. How often have you seen a sprint car spin on a straightaway and not flip over? What a finish. So again, Kane your winner. 3rd, Huntley 4th. Ivy in the number 5 spot.
Boy, Todd, there's some dicing around out there. It looked pretty good from the grandstands. How'd it look from your point?
I tell you, right now I think there's going to be a couple of lanes on the racetrack, so really it's been a great race tonight for the fans.
And looked like you chose the bottom. Is that going to be the route to go in the feature?
I actually wanted to run high, but had to lead on the bottom, so I thought I'd better stay on the bottom. It's also good to be back here because I run wing usually, you guys. I miss you guys here.
Hey, thanks a lot, Todd. You're doing a super job with the Silver Crown cars, and looks like you're settled in these things too.
Well, we're getting better and better.
All right, race fans, put your hands together for him again. Todd Kane, the winner of the True Value B-Main.
Noise as we get ready to go your 30-lap main event. Elliott and Huntley up on the front row. Darlin and Kerr make up row number 2. Your 2 quick qualifiers, Tyler and Hayden in row number 3. We'll give them the 1 lap to go signal this time by. Place your bets. The pace truck drops off down to the infield area. Some fast cars towards the back of the pack. Watch them try and move up. We reach the cone down in turn number 4. We will turn them loose. The calm before the storm as we get ready to crank them up. There, green flag's out. Here we go. Off 2 down the back straightaway. Elliott will grab the lead in car number 2. Tony Elliott in the 2 goes around the top side and lead lap number 1. Huntley in the number 2 spot. Kerr third. Darling in the number 4 spot. Christian runs 5th in car number 9. Zay Dice off turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Your leader running the top side as Huntley tries to hold off Kerr in that number 2 spot. Christian running 4th. 5th spot is Darlin in car number 69. Now you've got Kane on the bottom, the 63 moving up. We've got them all stacked up there in the middle of the pack. Tony Elliott continues to lead the way around. Kerr got high down 3 and 4. That allowed Christian in car number 9. We got him upside down in turns 3 and 4. And we're going to throw the yellow flag, keep the yellow out. No, we are going to throw the red. Again, one of the cars getting upside down there in the bottom side of 3 and 4. Looks like John Ivey in the 5i, one of the cars involved down there. The other car is Trey House. Value, the sponsor of the Last Chance semi-feature and also the Rookie of the Year award program. Okay, we're green. Huntley trying the bottom as they come by the flag stand. Huntley on the bottom off of turn number 2. Elliott pulls back up along the outside. Side by side they go into turn number 3. Off of turn number 4. Calling about a dead heat at the flag stand. So Huntley on the bottom, Elliott on the outside. They go wheel to wheel down the backstretch. Kerr sitting back behind your lead pair in the 23S. Now Elliott gets a stranglehold on the top spot. So right now it's Elliott up front. Huntley in the number 2 spot. Kerr runs 3rd. Christian 4th. 5th spot is Kane in the 63. Got a car off the top of 1 and 2. See if the car comes back onto the racetrack. And coming back slowly to a stop on the backstretch, yellow flag. Kevin Doty in car number 25 brings out the caution. We're green. So Frankie Kerr falls right in behind your leader, Thomas. Or excuse me, Elliott in car number 2. Darlin now in the number 4 spot in car number 69. Kane trying to get the position back on the inside. They bump and bang off in turn number 2. Yellow flag. Oh, and he was on a move too. It started back into the number 15 spot, has worked his way up in the number 8 position. J.J. Yaley, the caution car, then the 2J. Okay, at the cone in the backstretch. Again, Kerr, a master, is setting the car up for late in the race. He just tries to hang on up there till they get in the last 10 laps, then he goes. We'll see how they do. We're green. Tony Elliott continues to be your leader as he works the bottom of the racetrack. Kerr in second, Darlin up in the third. Side-by-side battle for fourth between Huntley and Kane. Kane will take the spot. Kane's now fourth. Huntley runs fifth. And Huntley gets it crossed up down in the bottom of 1 and 2. Yellow flag. So Kevin Huntley, who is sniffing around up towards the front, brings out the caution flag. Tell you what, another car that's on the move. Your current points leader, Kevin Thomas, in car number 51. Okay, we're set to go green. The field is back underway. Well, things getting tight up front now as Kerr tries to scoot around on the outside. Kane's on the bottom in the 63. Here goes Darlin in the 69. Kane now up in the number 3 spot. Darlin following him in the number 4 position. 5th spot is the 51 of Thomas. Now Thomas goes inside Kane. Thomas tries to move up into 3rd, and he will. Kevin Thomas takes over 3rd spot. So Elliott's still your leader. Kerr blocking the bottom now in the 23. And it doesn't matter. It looks like Thomas going to sweep up into 2nd. Well, maybe not. Kerr holds him off on the high side. Thomas takes the bottom groove, and here he is in the 2nd. Kevin Thomas is on the move. From 12th to 2nd, yellow flag. Chad Kemenah in car number 15 brings out the caution flag. Back to last completed lap for the scoring. We're back underway. And Kerr slingshots around the outside. Frankie Kerr around the top of the racetrack trying to grab the lead off of turn number 2. Can't do it. So Tony Elliott holds off Kerr. Now Thomas looks to the bottom at car number 51. Thomas and Kerr run side by side for 2nd. Halfway done that time by. 15 in, 15 to go. Four-car battle now up front as Darlin in car number 69 comes up to join the lead group. Elliott keeps the car on the bottom in that number 2. Thomas now closes in. Kerr in the 23 falling back just a little bit. Darlin running 4th. 5th spot is your quick qualifier Hayden in the correct that, make that Davidson in car number 62. Davidson, the 62, now running 5th. Now the top 3 cars bunch up again. Thomas in the 51, trying to move on the inside of Elliott. Elliott closed the door down in 1 and 2. So Elliott now protecting the bottom side of the racetrack as Thomas tries to go even lower. Oh, they bump down in turns 1 and 2, and Kerr goes the outside. Yellow flag. Well, was that one of them racing things? Ten remaining. The lineup is set as he pulls back up to the staging area, but we are set to go back to green. Pace truck is off. 10 to go. Big move by Darlin on the restarting, car number 69. So Dave Darlin moves up into the number 2 spot as he tries to get another run off the high side. Now Darlin right on the tail of your leader. And now Kane is off the pace in car number 63. And he causes the car to go off the top of turns 3 and 4. So Todd Kane was slowing there off the top of 3 and 4, and then we had a car come up with no place to go. Elliott. Crew has made repairs. The 2 of Elliott back on the track. Elliott will be lapped down. Kane is on the lead lap. Okay, 9 to go. We are green. Darlin going to shoot around the outside as they come down and take the green flag. Now Darlin gets a bite in the middle of 1 and 2. Side by side, they go down the backstretch. Darlin drifts up the racetrack. Thomas sticking it to the bottom. Off before they come and give it to Darlin. Darlin with the lead at the stripe that time by as they go down the backstretch. Now moving up the number 3 spot is Jacobs. Jacobs and Kerr side by side for 3rd. Jacobs takes over 3rd in the Frigidaire 1F. Here they come again. Davidson on the bottom, inside curve. Now this time, Thomas gets the bite off the bottom of turn 3 and 4. Kevin Thomas and Dave Darlin, wheel to wheel. Thomas now off the bottom will lead him, a yellow flag out again. A car stopped off the top of turn number 4. And that is Hewitt again in car number 26. Again, Kenny Black, please report to the track office. We are green. So Darlin again gets that good bite off the top side of 3 and 4. But Thomas is better on the bottom of 1 and 2. Off 2 down the back, straight they go as the laps begin to wind down. Now we got a whole mess of cars coming up to challenge for 3rd. Jacobs rim riding his way around turns number 1 and 2. Now Jacobs side by side with Darlin for that 2nd spot. Kerr is 4th. Doty has moved his way up to 5th. White flag out, 1 to go. Final lap. Oh, look out, Jacobs. A yellow flag. The yellow flag is out. A battle for that 2nd spot, and a little bit of retaliation here for the wreck earlier. Tony Elliott in the 2, letting Kevin Thomas know he wasn't too happy about that earlier accident. If I saw Elliott, he was just poking around the track there until Thomas got past him. And then he went after him. Tempers flaring a little bit off at turn number 2 as well, as 2 drivers had a good run going. Tell you what, Doty there in the 25, a great run for him tonight. Well, with 2 laps, does Doty have something up his sleeve? So Doty tries to work the bottom. Kerr up on the outside. They go side by side down the backstretch. McClure sticking a nose underneath there. White flag out. 1 to go. Final lap. Kerr moves up in the number 2 spot. But it looks like it's going to be Kevin Thomas. They go down the backstretch for the final time into turn number 3. Off at turn number 4. Checkered flag out. Thomas will win it. 2nd spot to Doty. And like McClure, Kerr, and Davidson, the other cars in the top 5.
I guarantee you if I'm
So Kevin Thomas, your USAC points leader, brings it to a stop on the front stretch as your winner of tonight's 30-lap A main.
What an exciting time is had by all.
We'll let them get all unhooked and unstrapped. Again, special thanks to Ramsey Trucking, our race night sponsor tonight.
He doesn't care. He's got a beautiful wife.
So there is Kevin Thomas, your winner. Kevin, come on over here. And boy, great 30-lap race. You had about everybody on your back tonight's feature.
Well, I can tell by the fans, and I'm sure Elliot's really mad. You know, I mean, I've raced with Tony for a long time, and we've sure had our good races together, and I know that he's mad, but I certainly didn't intend to get into him like that. He got a little bit slow in the middle. Track's really getting slick on the bottom, and because I almost turned over as well as take him out. So, you know, I mean, I really hate that that's the way we had to win the race, but I certainly didn't intend for that to happen, and I know Tony wouldn't intend to do that. He was mad after the deal happened, and I understand him coming around like that, but we'll go to the next track, and, you know, I mean, you do this 90, 100 times a night, you're going to have stuff like that happen. I hate it.
And tell you what, boy, you had Davidson come at you later in the race, and a couple other guys. Looked like that bottom groove, even though the fast grooves seem fast sometimes, that was the place to be.
Yeah, there for a while, Derek Davidson got by me on the outside there, and a yellow came right out, and he was showing me a groove there that really helped me out in the middle of the race, about 2 car widths up off the bottom, and that seemed to be where I caught up to Frankie and a bunch of the guys, and then that kind of went away, and I dropped back down to the very bottom. And I'd just like to thank all the people here tonight, because the fans, I really appreciate them, even though they're a little PO'd at me. I appreciate them showing up for a non-wing race, and you know, maybe the next time you'll be happier with the outcome.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin. Again, your feature winner, Kevin Thomas.